Kilkenny in the black and amber playing from left to right in this first half, shooting into the city end. Dublin from right to left in the sky blue into the O'Loughlin Gales end. The ball is thrown in and we're underway, and straight away some loose possession up for grabs just off the 65 metre line. Won there by Carl Kennedy for Dublin. They can't maintain the possession though, and Kilkenny and Dublin both fight for possession. It's Dublin ball now as they break out with Conal Loreen, the Kilmacud Crokes man, but he gives away the possession cheaply. It finds its way to Ed McDermott, and Ed McDermott around about 46. He had Michael Brennan for company, but he gets the ball away. But Kilkenny win it back with Jeff Nari. Nari to James Hughes. Hughes off the 65 metre line. That ball is dropping in around the house, and it's gone into the back of the net as Daniel Joyce tried to break it down. A long high ball caught the Dublin keeper unawares, and it's 1-1 to no score.
Yeah, brilliant start for Kilkenny here, Liam, in fairness. As you said, a speculative ball in on the edge of the square, and Ed McDermott just got a hurl to it and passed the goal wanted for Dublin. But Kilkenny with a great ball in here now to Ed McDermott.
Low ball to Ed McDermott. McDermott now was being closed down by David Lucy, but off his left. It was an acute angle, but that's a brilliant start. Starts the move for Kilkenny. And Kilkenny now go on the attack, brushing past the Dublin half-back line. Ball breaks out to Rory Glynn, and Rory Glynn slots that ball over the bar. The man of the match in the last two all once again. And Dublin now, as we said a little bit earlier, finding their groove. And they're back into Kilkenny territory with David Mulqueen. Mulqueen at an angle. It would be a sensational score if he gets it. And David Mulqueen puts that ball over the bar.
Kind of between the triangles and between the clutter of players is very, very good. So, and their shooting has been very good as well.
Tom McPhillips now off the 65, the team captain, and that's captain fantastic. Real leadership there from Tom.
Ed McDermott against two Dublin players and no one within 20-30 yards of him, you know, and that's, you bring it back. Oh, here's a mistake.
Chance from Ed McDermott, given away by David Lucy, and McDermott! And McDermott puts the ball in the back of the net. 2-2 for Ed McDermott. Under 20 final defeat to Offaly, so many of them know this grade very, very well. Here go Kilkenny now with their centre-back Owen Ling, and Owen Ling powers up the field, and Owen Ling puts it over the bar. You could hear the round. Absolutely, as Eamon Furlong blows the half-time whistle in UPMC Nolan Park. 2 goals from Ed McDermott, giving Kilkenny a 4-point advantage at half-time, leading 2-8. As we gear up for the second 30 minutes, how do you see it playing out?
Yeah, I suppose, look, the next 10 minutes is going to be a big 10 minutes, Liam. It'll probably go a long way towards deciding this. Dublin will be looking to get off to a quick start for the second half, and, you know, with kind of
Kenny will look to up it a bit.
Yeah, absolutely. And in fairness, I think Eamon has been very, very shy on the whistle today, which I do like. But the one thing he doesn't seem to be blowing.
Oh, goal opportunity. Ball. Ed McDermott now to Michael Brennan, and Michael Brennan buries the ball in the back of the net. Ed McDermott with a crisp pass out to Michael Brennan, and Brennan straight in front of the Dublin goal, netted past Daniel Joyce.
Yeah, brilliant start to the second half for Kilkenny. Huge score there. Still think the goalkeeper might have done a little bit better. The strike from Michael wasn't the best, but got in under the body anyway, so pushes it out to a 7-point game, so Dublin will be looking to get the next score.
The man from Castlecomer extends the Kilkenny lead to 6 points a minute into this second half. This game brought to you live and exclusive on Clubber as Dublin go on the attack now on the far side. Bearing in on the Kilkenny goal is David Purcell, and Purcell roots it into the back of the net, and Dublin get a green flag of their own. And what a blistering start to this second half.
Yeah, and again, I go back to this David Purcell, Liam. I've been hugely impressed with him. Took on his man there, and he's causing them problems all day. And what a finish, in fairness. So cancels out the goal back to a 4-point game, and you know, it's been a super start to the second half.
And Dublin getting county champion and Leinster champion with St. Lactans. Out to Jeff Nari between the 45 and 65, and he puts it over the bar. Brilliant score for Nari and Kilkenny, and they just settle themselves down at the start of this. McAvoy now. Brilliant pass into the D and to Marty Murphy. Look at him go. He's a big man, the Tullogher Ross Birkin player. Out to Ed McDermott. 2 colossus in that Kilkenny forward line. Murphy to Ed McDermott, and he finds Aaron McAvoy. McAvoy back to Michael Brennan, and Brennan just shoves off the potential challenge, and Michael Brennan slots that ball over the bar, and he's but breaking ball. Danger not gone yet. Dublin have a chance here. It breaks out off the Kilkenny 20-metre line. Kilkenny getting in there, putting their bodies on the line. Dublin not giving up though. They smell blood, and this is David Purcell. Purcell now to Daniel O'Kelly, and O'Kelly puts it in the back of the net. Dublin are a team with plenty of fight. We'll come back to that because Sean Bergen coming on as a sub, gets his first taste of action, and he lays off the ball to Aaron McAvoy, and McAvoy from an acute angle slots it
second half. He's been on a lot of ball, and he's been kind of Kilkenny's go-to man up the front with Marty Murphy as well. So here's Owen Ling coming.
Here goes Owen Ling like a battering ram, breaking up through the middle of the field, and Owen Ling got on the end of the ball, got the ball. Owen Ling starts the clearance for Kilkenny. Kilkenny hurling well now as it breaks out to Marty Murphy. Murphy off the Dublin 45, off his right, and Marty Murphy sticks that ball over the bar. It was like poetry in motion from Kilkenny.
Yeah, I think Kilkenny will be happy with the result, not so much with the performance, I think, but there's loads to work on. There's loads and loads to work on for him, which is a good thing as well. Going into
Stephen Minogue stands over the ball in a very deep position in the corner of the far side at the McGuinness's end, and Stephen Minogue clears the ball, and with that, Eamon Furlong blows the full-time whistle here in UPMC Nolan Park.